Greetings, my spicy Twizzlers. If you are not subscribed, become a spicy Twizzler by subscribing to my channel. I mean, it's free. I would greatly appreciate it. And I send you peace, abundance of joy, happiness, and money, okay? Well, on this reaction video, I would like you to sit back and relax, do your own research, and of course, this is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. Again, I am loyal, and let's get spicy.
This is how the food industry fake their ads, and we can see they faking it on this one right here. Cause real soup don't even look like that. This look too perfect, y'all. That's the soup that I be getting. But I want that soup. Okay, we doing the pancake cardboard. I knew the pancakes wasn't this perfect, man. Cardboard to add the height, y'all. How commercial pancakes be looking like. Perfect. Motor oil for the syrup. They got us, y'all. This soap for the beer. I knew it was something up with the beer. Because when you go to the bar and get the beer, it don't look like this. You feel me? Look how perfect that is. Look at it. Where the suds at, though? Where the suds at for the real beer? Nah, I want the commercial beer. Give me that one. I want my beer to look like that if I'm paying for it. Okay? So we got the shaving cream. Wow. Y'all couldn't even use real whipped cream?
Well, woo! What a world, right? I mean, believe what you like. Believe what you like, darlings. I don't have any words to say. I mean, it gives you some ideas of what to do when you're trying to prepare something and make it look like something else, all right? Next.
Rome. It fell into oligarchy, then into dictatorship, then into rampant immorality, and socialism declined, fell, and became the Vatican. Anybody here doubt that? I can prove every word of it. The Roman Empire never fell. It changed its name. The emperor became the pope. This is the truth. The old pantheon of Roman gods became the pantheon of saints, and they are identical in name and everything else. You see, all of this has happened over and over again throughout the history of the human race. These people know how to lead us wherever they want us to go because they study history and we don't.
There you have it, okay? It is up to you to believe what you want to believe. Please do your own research. However, loyal, if you ask me, my opinion, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes only, there was one level and one purpose. Then there was the next one and another purpose. And what was the purpose? The purpose was to become and be, and I hope you guys getting that. Like, and now we're here. So don't think that it won't change again. I'm just saying. Next.
Baby boomers come home, they're all going to get dementia because they followed the doctor's advice. Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease. Just like vitamin D3 deficiency is a physician-caused disease. Erectile function and menopause are physician-caused diseases. I can tell by your face you're sort of like, what?
Yeah, menopause, I thought that was something that...
Well, menopause, our grandmothers went through menopause in 3 seconds without one hot flash. Now, our modern women spend half their life dealing with it, and they go through 3 husbands because guys can't stand it, right? And so, basically what it is they've been told they got to give up cholesterol, right, in their diets. Well, cholesterol is the raw material for ovaries to make estrogen and progesterone. Cholesterol is the basic raw material to make steroids, which make estrogen and progesterone. If you go on a low cholesterol diet, you get cholesterol-lowering drugs, you're going to have menopausal symptoms to the point where you're like a flaming idiot, right? Men will have erectile dysfunction because testosterone is 95% by weight cholesterol. On a cholesterol-restricted diet, cholesterol-lowering drugs, there's nobody home anymore, right? It's real simple. When it comes to Alzheimer's disease, 75% of your brain weight is this fatty insulation material called myelin. When you get Alzheimer's disease, the myelin goes away and the naked nerve fibers all tangled up, and it's legendary that nerve tangles are the iconic diagnostic feature of Alzheimer's disease. Nerve tangles compared to the other three classic dementias, which don't have that. And this myelin, this fatty insulation material of the brain, that makes up 75% of your brain weight, is 100% cholesterol. So you're on a cholesterol-restricted diet, take cholesterol-lowering drugs, there's nobody home up here, nobody home down there. I mean...
Accountability. I mean, wouldn't someone need to take accountability for what hasn't been shared truthfully between a profession? I mean, I'm just saying. I've heard through the grapevine that, first, do your own research. But I heard through the grapevine that there's different types of cholesterol. But you ain't heard it from Loyal. Okay? Next. First, do your own research.
The Vatican doesn't want you to know this. Vatican is more than just a religious epicenter. It's the world's main control center to spiritually manipulate and deceive the population. Its current rulers are the Jesuit order, under the lead of the Gray and the Black popes, the high priesthood of ancient bloodlines. Their underground secret archives contain 53 miles of shelving, with millions of ancient texts about our true history, hidden knowledge, and potential we possess to keep us trapped within the Matrix, because only the truth can set us free from their chains of control. If you want to unplug yourself from the Matrix, that is designed to keep you ignorant, powerless, and docile, then reply to this story with the word unplug, and I'll send you a book that empowers you with the truth.
On the strength, from the audacity, the measures that they take to keep information from us, I don't want to say too much. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Do your own research and you will see. I believe what I believe. Please believe what you want to believe and what you feel that is true to you. Okay? The manipulation has to stop. Okay? I'm done. Next.
Has told BBC News that it will remove groups and pages from its platform that discourage the use of vaccines, regardless of whether the information can be verified as false or not. Anti-vaccine conspiracy theories, particularly in relation to fighting the pandemic, have been widely circulated on social.
Secretary, it has been established for years in this country, as you very well know because you're a lawyer, that the federal government may not use private third parties to engage in activities that are unconstitutional. That's exactly what you and this administration are doing. You are leveraging private companies to carry out censorship on your behalf. It's dystopian, but worse than that, it's unconstitutional. It's also false.
For years, critics have taken aim at Facebook for silencing views that challenge the general consensus in the medical community, especially about the origin of COVID-19. Now, Facebook's founder surprisingly says they're right. This morning, Meta chief Mark Zuckerberg admitting he bowed to pressure from the Biden administration to censor content. The Facebook founder issuing a letter to the House Judiciary Committee that said senior administration officials pushed the social media platform to censor posts about COVID.
First, do your own research.
He's walking out on the moon. One giant leap for mankind.
He had a TV camera.
Where?
It was in the as he walked down the lamb. He pulled a handle that deployed what was called a MESA, the modular equipment storage area, or whatever it was. And in that was a camera. And so when that came down, they flipped it on, and the camera was pointed right at the landing. And so as he came down the ladder, this camera was taking his picture. It's a TV camera. It's grainy, but it was in that assembly. Right. And then once we got off, they took the camera and put it on
little tripod, if I remember. But
Last thing I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does. I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
no, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
I know.
Well, no, what we saw was we all were gathered around the rooftop radio and listened.
Talking about, how many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop.
It's
a few
exciting.
other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed.
How about that? That was very exciting.
Not a bad line.
Now we have a storage. Oh, I'm laughing. But look, like I always say, like, do your own research, please. This is educational and entertainment and informational purposes only, right? Okay. Mesa. That's it. Like, and I mean, I thought that they haven't went through that belt yet. So if they haven't gotten through that belt, right? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But hey, I'm only loyal. You know what I mean? It's only one person's opinion, and that's mine. Can't take that from me. Next.
Someone. Now, his name is Oscar, but we'll call him Blade Runner, because that's what everyone calls him. Now, Blade Runner is a Paralympic runner who's really good at what he does. He won a bronze medal, he's won a couple of gold medals, he's won a bunch. He set a new Paralympic record, and that's all great. But one day, Blade decides that's not enough for him. He doesn't just want to compete in the Paralympics, he wants to compete in the Olympics and race against athletes who don't have disabilities. So he trains really hard, and after about 5 years of waiting for approval from the Athletics Foundation, he's finally officially allowed to compete against non-disabled athletes. So he goes and he competes in the London Olympics. Now, he doesn't win any medals that year, but it's still a huge deal because he's the first ever double amputee to compete in the traditional Olympics. And besides, he's still kicking ass because he goes on to race in the Paralympics that year and he wins 2 gold medals and a silver. And so the world loves Blade Runner. He's a great athlete with a cool story, and at this point, he's got fans, and they're giving him all sorts of catchy nicknames. They call him like Blade Runner, they call him the fastest man with no legs, and he even starts getting brand deals with major companies like Nike. Heard of them? So Bro's career is going great. And then it gets better, because Blade meets this woman, Riva. And Riva is a model, and she's an aspiring attorney, and Blade thinks Riva is fine, and Riva thinks Blade is fine. And eventually, they start dating. And they're a cute couple, and they seem to be really happy together. Until they aren't. Because, as it turns out, Blade's got quite an anger problem. And he's kind of a jerk to Riva sometimes. Like, he often gets mad at her over little things. Like, allegedly, he can talk about other women he's dated in the past, but if Riva even slightly mentions an ex, Blade Runner flies off the handle. He's that kind of boyfriend. But then, one night, about 3 months into their relationship, it all falls apart. Because allegedly, they're at Blade's house that night, and they get into an argument. And it gets heated. Like, really heated. And they're shouting, and they're screaming at each other, and the fight is so loud that it wakes the neighbors up. And at some point, Riva, she gets scared of him. She gets so scared of him that she runs into the bathroom, and she slams the door, locking herself in there. And Blade, he's pissed. She can't just run away from him like that. So he goes, and he gets his pew-pew. And he takes it, and he points it at the bathroom door, and he pulls the trigger. Blam, 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 blam. He shoots through the door 4 times, and bullets fly through the wood, and they hit Riva in her hip and in her arm and in her head. And Riva falls to the floor. And Blade, he freaks out, and he quickly puts on his prosthetic legs, and he grabs a cricket bat, and he starts beating the bathroom door to break it down. And there, he sees his girlfriend on the floor, and she's barely breathing. And ultimately, sadly, poor Reva, she passes away before the ambulance gets there to help her. And so, bam, police arrest Blade Runner and they charge him with murder. 2 weeks later, his case goes to trial, and Blade's attorneys argue not that he got mad at Reva and unalived her, but that he was woken up in the middle of the night, and he thought there was a burglar hiding out in his bathroom, and that's why he rolled up and started blasting. Because yeah, I guess a burglar would just break into your house and then lock themselves in your bathroom. Anyway, so this trial goes on for 7 months with all this evidence being thrown around. And eventually, the judge actually accepts Blade's story that he thought there was a burglar in the bathroom. And the court ultimately finds him guilty, but not of murder, of culpable homicide, which I guess is like manslaughter. But it's a way lesser charge than murder. But then later, the case is appealed, and the Supreme Court finds that Blade actually is guilty of actual murder. Either way, Blade Runner is ultimately sentenced to a total of 13 years, 5 months in prison. Here's what he looks like in real life. And earlier this year, after serving 9 years of that sentence, he was released, and he's out now. So, shout out to South Africa, I guess.
Well, my spicy Twizzlers, we have come to the end of this reaction video, and I would like to know how you feel about the reactions and the videos that I've shown you this evening, okay? So, if you aren't a spicy Twizzler, again, subscribe, like, comment, share, turn the notification bells on, and let me know how you feeling, okay? This last video, I've got a few things out of this video. Number one, determination. Determination. You can reach those goals. You can reach those goals. Peace, positivity, prosperity. Have that good energy, the great energy around you. Trust me. And do all the things. All those things. Yes. And you could win. You will win. How about that? How about that? So, as far as the second thing I learned is that it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, how long it takes for you to get to know someone, how quick it takes for you to get to know someone. You never know someone's true intentions or true, all the way down in the deep seas of truthfulness. You'll never know the anger that someone holds, whether it's from their past or their future. Whether they're thinking about their past or they're thinking about their future is what I meant, okay? So, that's all I have to say about that. And, like always, let's get spicy. Until next time.